Welcome to QuizWiz TV. Kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share. Hey there, today we will be playing Would You Rather Tech version. Rather use a smartphone with no camera or a digital camera with no video recording, selfie-less or cat video-less. Rather use a laptop with no internet or a smart TV with no streaming, offline forever. Rather use headphones with only mono sound or a home theater with no HDMI, one-eared jams or silent movies. Rather use a microwave with no defrost function or an oven with no self-cleaning feature, Ice Age or medieval cleaning. Rather use a car with no GPS or a bicycle with no gears, lost in style. Would you rather use a smartwatch with no fitness tracking or a fitness tracker with no heart rate monitor? Workout mystery. Would you rather use a tablet with no apps or an e-reader with only black and white, appless or colorless? Would you rather use a desktop with no mouse or a gaming console with no controllers? Keyboard warrior. Would you rather use a drone with no camera or a GoPro with no waterproof case? Sky views or water adventures? Would you rather use a printer with no color printing or a scanner with no color scanning? Black and white world. Would you rather use a TV with no remote or an air conditioner with no remote? Couch potato workout. Would you rather use a GPS device with no voice directions or a smart speaker with no voice assistant? Silent guide. Would you rather use a coffee maker with no timer or a toaster with no darkness control? Coffee roulette. Would you rather use a regular speaker with no Bluetooth or a projector with no HDMI? Wired and tired. Would you rather use a phone with no voice assistant or a smartwatch with no notifications? Quiet life. Would you rather use a computer with no Wi-Fi or a router with no Ethernet ports? Internet ghost. Would you rather use noise-canceling headphones with no noise cancellation or a speaker with no bass control? Volume chaos. Would you rather use a tablet with no touch screen or a Kindle with no backlight? Old school reading. Rather use a smartwatch with no notifications or a pager with no vibration? Unplugged. Would you rather use a desktop with no office software or a laptop with no CD drive? Paperwork panic. Would you rather use a smartphone with no headphone jack or an MP3 player with no shuffle feature? Music monotony. Would you rather use a smart TV with no DVR or a regular TV with no color control? Retro viewing. Would you rather use a smart speaker with no music streaming or a radio with AM/FM only? Retro beats. Would you rather use a smartwatch with no weather updates or a smartphone with no weather app? Weather surprise. Would you rather use a digital camera with no zoom or binoculars with no focus control? Blurry adventure. Would you rather use a Bluetooth speaker with no aux input or a regular speaker with no volume control? Volume guesswork. Rather use a microwave with no popcorn function or a toaster with no bagel function? Snack struggle. Would you rather use a laptop with no USB ports or a desktop with no SD card slot? File transfer puzzle. Would you rather use a smart TV with no apps or a DVD player with no Blu-ray support? Movie night rewind. Would you rather use a phone with no contact list or a fax machine with no speed dial? Communication throwback. Would you rather use a drone with no autopilot or a remote control car with no speed control? Speedy mischief. Would you rather use a digital camera with no viewfinder or telescope with no tripod? Wobbly sights. Would you rather use a smartwatch with no stopwatch or a wall clock with no alarm? Late and happy. Would you rather use a map with no street names or a compass with no illumination? Adventure in the dark. Would you rather use a coffee maker with no auto off or a kettle with no temperature control? Hot water gamble. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.